Hey guys, welcome to the Credit Shuffle Show. Now, people have commented asking my thoughts on the Luxury Card. Now, this is the card that used to be the Visa Black Card. It was now rebranded as Luxury Card, coming in three varieties, Titanium, Black Card, and Gold Card, and they're now MasterCards. It's actually run by Barclaycard, but they don't have their branding on it. It's just branded as Luxury Card. So let's jump right in and have a look at some of the benefits of this card. This isn't going to be a full review because I don't actually have the card, so I can't really call this a review, but I'm going to give you some of my thoughts on them anyway. So let's have a look on the website, luxurycard.com. Let's take a look at the Compare Cards page. Now you can see that we have the Titanium card, which is made of stainless steel. Why is it called Titanium? Shouldn't it be called the Steel card? Anyway, then we have the Black card, which is also made of steel with this patented sort of a carbon finish. Okay, very cool. And then we have the Gold card, which is actually made of 24 karat gold. 24 karat gold plated. It's probably stainless steel inside. And that material is reflected in the annual fee. It's much more expensive than the other two. They've kind of played around with the order here because, you know, if you know anything about American Express, apart from the green card, the Gold card is the lowest, then it's the Platinum, which is the silver color one, and then it's the Black card. But here it goes silver, black, gold, which is kind of playing around with that order. Obviously, Amex's isn't any official one dictated by a financial services authority or anything, but Amex kind of is the industry standard for that. So it's interesting that they're kind of playing with the order. Now, all three cards claim to have an industry-leading awards program. Now, I want to ask the question, industry-leading according to who? I think this is just something they made up themselves. You see, there are no airline or hotel transfer partners like you have with American Express or with the Chase Sapphire Reserve. You can just use your points to redeem them for airfare in a similar way to the Capital One Venture card. But points are worth double when you redeem for airfare. But even with that benefit, it still doesn't offer the best value if you do the math. Transferring to a airline loyalty program will always give you better value than redeeming in this way. For economy tickets, it might be pretty close, but once you get into booking business class and first class rewards, you will get far, far, far better value from transferring your points over to an airline loyalty program. So this so-called industry-leading rewards program really is not at all. Now let's look at cashback. So in addition to booking travel with your points, you can also redeem them for cashback. You get 1.5% from the Titanium and the Black card, and from the Gold card, wow, you get a whopping 2%. But to be honest, you get 2% cashback from the City Double Cash, 1% when you buy and 1% when you pay it off. So this as a perk for a card that's a lot more expensive than the other two, it really doesn't justify the price. Now with the Black card and the Gold card, you get Priority Pass Select. With the Black card, with both these cards in fact, you'd expect that. You know, the Black card is $450 annual fee, you'd expect Priority Pass Airport Lounge access with that. But with the Gold card, that's, you know, a $995 annual fee, you really would expect something more, like additional United Club or Delta Sky Club, you know, Admirals Club, whatever, some additional Airport Lounge access in addition to basic Priority Pass membership to set that Gold card apart. But you don't get that. Next we have a Airline Credit. This seems a lot better than Amex's Airline Credit in the way that it's used. It's just automatically credited to your account, and it's not only for things like upgrades and onboard food, you can actually use it for airline tickets as well. You get $100 credit with the Black card, which isn't very generous for a $450 annual fee card, and with the Gold card you get $200 airline credit. While it is a useful credit, the amount, we have to point out, is not that generous. For the Black card and the Gold card, you get so-called luxury gifts. Ooh, I wonder what that might be. But to be honest, we have to remember they're not gifts at all, because you're paying an annual fee. So they're just taking your money and they're giving you back your money in the form of a gift. But to be honest, I would prefer to pay a lower annual fee and then choose how I spend my money on whatever luxury items I want personally. For the Black and the Gold card, there's a $100 global entry credit. That's pretty standard on high-end credit cards and pretty useful. Now, all three cards get this luxury magazine. Ooh. Now, this is the thing I really have a problem with. These magazines, to be honest, I get magazines from financial institutions, right? And I've got a couple here. So, I get this one from Charles Schwab, and this magazine is actually really useful. I know Charles Schwab is making money off me because I'm a customer, so they're providing this magazine for me, and it doesn't have any advertisements in it, apart from a few advertisements for Charles Schwab itself, but they're not making money off that because it's their own brand, their own product, and it does have a lot of useful information in it. Now, I get this one for free. Actually, my wife gets this one for free from American Express, because she has the Amex Platinum card. It's called Departures. But this magazine, I want to show you something about it, right? When you open it up, first page, advertisement. Second page, ooh, advertisement. Third page, advertisement. Fourth page, advertisement. 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 You see what I'm getting at here? Advertisement. Okay, advertisement. Whoa. Okay, finally we get to the contents. But about half the magazine is advertisements. And I think American Express, to be honest, is benefiting more from this magazine than its card members are, because it can leverage its mailing list to clients and say, hey, look, we can put your ads in our magazine that goes out to several 100,000 or over 1 million card holders who are willing to pay $450 a year for a credit card that offers some travel benefits. I'm sure they have disposable income to spend on your products. So it's an easy sell for Amex, easy money. And I had a suspicion that the luxury card magazine would kind of be the same. Now, they call it a magazine exclusively for card holders, but one blog about this card I was reading online alerted my attention to the fact that it's not exclusive for card holders at all. If you go to luxurymagazine.com, you can actually read it online. Look, read here. Okay, you just click in there. Here we go. Oh, here's the magazine. Surprise, surprise, it's called Luxury, like everything with this card. And surprise, surprise, oh look, what's the first page? Advertisement. Advertisement, 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 advertisement. Okay, we're finally at the contents. So it's kind of the same story with the Amex magazine. To be honest, this magazine is actually quite interesting. I do enjoy reading the articles in it. There's a lot of cool travel stuff in it, but I just don't like the amount of advertising that's in it. I just think that, it's more of a money-making scheme for Amex, and I think the luxury card one is the same. Difference, though, is with Amex, the magazine isn't listed on the benefits of the card. It just shows up at our house every quarter or every month. I believe it's bi-monthly, every 2 months. So, yeah, and it is quite interesting. Okay, now we're at the annual fees. So the titanium card is the cheapest with an annual fee of $195. You can kind of compare it to the Amex Gold Premier Rewards card. The black card has a fee of $495. Sorry, I did say $450 earlier. It's actually $495. And the gold card has an annual fee of $995. Now, the only one of these cards that I think would be worth it would be the black card. And I'll tell you why. So, the black card offers a reasonable amount of perks. It's not as good as the Amex Platinum. It's not as good as the Chase Sapphire Chase Sapphire Reserve. But let's say you got denied for both of those cards, and maybe you get approved for the black card. I don't know. In that circumstance, then yeah, it would be worth getting. The gold card, definitely not. You're basically paying $995 for the fact that it's plated with 24 karat gold. The extra 0.5% on cashback that you get really does not mean anything. And, think about it. You're paying $995 a year. So you're paying $500 about extra a year just for the fact that it's plated with gold. There are actually companies out there that can transfer your magnetic strip information onto a custom designed credit card that can be plated with gold, and they'll do it for about $250 one-off payment. This is annually, you're paying $500 extra just for the luxury of having a gold-plated card. So with these three cards, my conclusion on them is that they really don't offer anywhere near as much benefits and value as the Chase Sapphire Reserve or the Amex Platinum. So I would recommend don't get them. go for either the Chase Sapphire Reserve or the Amex Platinum. And if you're thinking of the Titanium card, which is a tier 3 card in my tier system, the other two are tier 4, instead of getting that, you could consider the Amex Gold Premier Rewards, which is the same price, or cards that are even a little bit cheaper, like the Amex Starwood Preferred Guest or the Chase Sapphire Preferred, for example. The biggest gripe I have with these cards is the branding. Luxury card. What high net worth individual or upper class, member of the upper class society goes around branding themselves? Look, I am luxury, I am high class. Nobody does that. People like that don't wear it on their sleeve. If you want to give off an air of high class luxury, you don't write it in big block capital letters. Black card, gold card, luxury card, and that for me is the biggest downside of these cards, and why these cards probably will never be used by genuine members of the upper class luxury, upper class society. They're for wannabes, basically. They're for people who want a status symbol. And you can see that in all the advertising. You look at the advertisement, the video advertisement for this card, it basically gives off that image. So my advice, the black card is okay. I wouldn't, warn you against getting it if you really want it. The other two I definitely wouldn't go for. There's also one kind of sad and a bit messed up thing about these cards, is that all three cards used to waive the annual fee for active duty military personnel. And a lot of military people signed up for it, and it really was a truly great deal for them. The gold card, you'd be saving $995 a year and getting a really great deal for it. But that was later cancelled, and now even military personnel have to pay the annual fee. So that was a bit of a nasty move by Barclaycard, giving these people who are protecting the country a great deal and then taking it away from them. So I was kind of sad to see that. All three cards currently don't have sign-up bonuses either. So guys, there's my take on it. What do you think about this card? Please leave your comments below. And maybe you have the card and you do enjoy using it, and actually you're going to challenge some of my conclusions. That's fine. Please join the conversation. Tell me all about it. We'll see you next time on the Credit Shuffle. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.
If I had known then what I know now, I wouldn't have said what I said. I took the long road, thought I'd be better on my own. Sometimes what's right is wrong, and instead, 'cause I